Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Beth with Create with Beth, and today we are going to be playing with Tractor & Co., which is this awesome stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's got all these really cool components to it to build a tractor, and you can make it a summer card with hay, a Christmas card with Christmas trees, or a fall card with pumpkins. So we're going to be using this, and we're going to be using the dies that coordinate with it. This is not in the current catalog. It's an online exclusive. So you can go to the site and just look up online exclusives and you'll find this. And as usual, you can buy it separately, the stamp set separately from the dies, or you can put it with the dies in a bundle and save 10% off of your purchase, which is what I did. So let's get started. Grab my bits and pieces here. Okay, I will say there is a lot to this card. It's not going to be the quickest card that you've put together, but it is fun, I think. I really enjoyed putting it together. So I have a, oh gosh, my mind just went blank. What color is this? Hold on one second. This is pecan pie. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I couldn't remember that. This is pecan pie. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. This is the base. And then you're going to need a piece of balmy blue cardstock that measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I did run this through my stamp and cut and emboss machine with the embossing folder, the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. So we have that. And I think we'll go ahead and actually put this on our base while we are here. And I'm using liquid glue. When you emboss a panel, you're going to want to have kind of an extra strong adhesive to get into all those little grooves. So I like to use liquid glue. Whoops. It's actually going to go this way. There we go. We have our panel down. And then we have a piece of basic white cardstock, 3 3/4 by 5. This is for the inside of the card. And let's go ahead and we'll do some stamping on the inside of the card. And I'm going to use the sentiment, thanks for pulling me through. I think I've already got that on a block. And I am going to stamp that in real red. Right towards the top. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put, oh, you know what? And I stamped that going the wrong way. Flip it over. Let's try again. I forgot. This is a different orientation. I'm so used to doing cards the other way. There we go. Good thing there's two sides to every piece of paper, right? Okay. Put that there. Okay. So that part's done. So there is going to be a lot of pieces like I mentioned, but we'll get to that in a minute. I have a piece of crumb cake cardstock that measures 5 1/4. I got 5 1/4 by 4. That's not right. Let's 1.5 inches by 5 1/4. And this, we're going to use, this is going to be our ground, but I want to kind of make it into kind of like a little hill. So I'm going to come in here and just do a little bit of fussy cutting, kind of meandering along here to give the illusion that it's ground. There we go, nothing fancy. And we're going to put the adhesive towards the middle and the bottom so that I can tuck some pieces in when we build the rest of our card. We'll put this right at the bottom. There we go. All right, now we are ready to start building all of our little pieces. And so the dies, I'll show you real quick. There are quite a few pieces to the dies. And it is a lot of die cutting. So this is probably the busiest part of the whole card. So you have like the tractor, you have the wagon, you have the corn stalks and the corn, the wheels, all that stuff. So I'll show you the pieces that I cut out and tell you what color cardstock we used. And I did all that ahead of time so you didn't have to watch me mess around with that. Okay, so I stamped the corn stalks in Granny Apple Green, and I did the corn in Daffodil Delight. And the corn, it comes separate, and it is every little piece, and you have to glue that on there, which was really tedious. So again, I did that beforehand. And then we have the haystack, which I stamped in crushed curry and then cut out. We have our tractor body and the wagon. And I did that in garden green. And we have the wheels. You're going to need one big one and 3 small ones. And I just did that in black. We have the hubcaps, or whatever those are called, and I did those in Daffodil Delight. We have a little engine piece, and I did that, I think I did it in gray granite, I believe, as well as the hubcaps. I did those in gray granite. And we have a little chicken, a little hen, and I stamped her in red, real red, and I cut her out. So we'll start with the tractor, and we're going to, let's see, what would be the best way to do this? It's going to go on like this. So I think we'll put the glue on the actual tractor. Just like that. And a small wheel. They're sticking together. Okay, and then we'll put our, whatever these are, fenders, things. And of course I'm doing a John Deere green tractor. That's primarily what I see around where I live. And we got a lot of them where I live. I'm in a pretty rural area. So we are definitely tractor people. Okay, there is that. And then we have this teeny tiny piece here. I'm just adding some little dots of glue. this is the part that will take you the longest with this card, is just cutting these pieces out and putting them together. But like I said, it's enjoyable. I enjoy doing it. And I think I think getting the dies is definitely worth it. You know what? I should have put the seat down first. Let's see if we can tuck them in there. There we go. All right, there is the big tractor done. We'll set him aside. Now we'll work on the wagon. Same concept. Putting the wheels down. I hope y'all are having a great day today. We're having lovely weather, as has been usual lately. We're on a good weather streak, which is weird for us, but we did just miss a big storm that came through here. It went everywhere around us and above us and below us and totally missed us. So, okay. Oh, and you know what? I realize I am short a fender. So I am going to have to quick and cut one out. I don't know how I missed that. So let me get some Daffodil Delight and all right, I'll get my mini cut and emboss machine out. My beautiful little boho blue machine, which I love. Let's see. And all right, we need a little fender. Okay, we got plate 1. We have a number 2 plate. And then our die cut. Whoops. And another number 2 plate. We're going to stagger those. That's the best way to get this to go through smoothly, in case you wondered. Okay, move that out of the way. There we go. Okay. Move all this out of the way. And get back to putting our tractor together. There we go. All right, now we are going to start assembling our cards. So what I want to do is I want to have my tractor like this with my wagon, and I want to have my corn behind it. So I need to kind of figure out where I want to put the corn. Let's see. Kind of like that. And I'm going to glue this straight down to the card. Using a little bit more glue than I normally would to get it to adhere to that embossed background. You definitely want to use liquid glue, I think, to put this together. I think any other kind of adhesive would be a little difficult. Oops, and that is not wanting to stick. Let's add a little bit more. Try again. Might need to hold it down for a few minutes, few seconds. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to use dimensionals to pop our tractor up. Get my little bowl out here, my Pioneer Woman little bowl that I love. These are great for little dimensionals and keeping your pen for your glue so it doesn't get lost. Okay, we'll set this right about there, and then we will do the same thing with our wagon. I can't wait to do some fall cards with this set and the pumpkins, and it's going to be so cute. Put it right about there. There we go. And we're going to pop up our hay bale, or pile of hay. And I'll tuck it kind of so it's inside the wagon a little bit. There's that. Okay, we have our little hen, and she is going to sit on the tractor, kind of behind the seat, so she can annoy the farmer. Just like that. Oh, we had to do our little hubcaps. We have a big one for the big wheel. And I think I'm going to get my tweezers out to handle these. They're kind of small and delicate. Oops, that one's kind of torn. This is another set that would be great on a scrapbook page. Like if you were doing a Halloween layout with, or fall layout with wagon rides and all that. I think it would be adorable. Okay, so now we just have to do our sentiment. And for that, I have a scrap piece of basic white and the sentiment hay. And again, we'll use the real red. There we go. Amazingly, I had not gotten, oh, I did. I was going to say I didn't get any red ink on me, but I did. Seems to me like the darker the ink is, the more prone I am to putting my fingers in it. Okay, I'm just using my scissors to cut this out. It's a little bit uneven. It's okay if it's not perfect. This is a handmade card. People will understand. Okay, now what do we want to do with this? Do we want to pop it up or do we want to have it flush? I think I'm going to put it flush down. You could put a mini dimensional on the back of it if you wanted and pop it up. Now we just got to see if we can get it to stick. There we go. And that is our card, guys. I think it turned out so cute. I love the John Deere green look. So adorable. Here's our inside again. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed making this card with me today, and you would consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe. That would make my day. I hope you will stop by again with me to craft some more. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.